Hello and welcome to Modern Thatch Living. Today we're going to be putting together the LED lights for under the stairs. Now I'm using the All LED Trilogy product, which has 3 wires to control the lighting, and you can change the color temperature from a blue cold white through to a warm yellow white. I've got a All LED controller, and I've got a All LED power supply. So anyway, let's get on with this. Three wires soldered onto the tape. Here we've got a plus 24 volt line, and here we've got the 2 negative terminals. This is for the warm white, and the warm white diodes are these ones, and then this line in the middle is for the blue cold white to these diodes along the line. Let's look at what we've got here. This is the transformer, and it supplies a constant voltage, 24 volts, with a variable current. And this is a 120 watt transformer, so it means it can supply about 5 amps to the LEDs in total. Here, these strips of LEDs that I've got are about 10 watts for each meter, so you can have about 12 meters of LEDs driven from this transformer. Here we've got a control unit. The power comes in this side, the output to the LEDs is this side. You've got your plus 24 volt output, and then you've got your negative line here for the warm white and your negative line for the cold white. You wire them up accordingly. And this unit is connected wirelessly to a control unit which allows you to change the color mix of the LEDs. So let's see how this all works when I add it all together. Right, I've connected all the lines in now to the supply using Wago connectors, and I've put a ammeter in the 24-volt line to measure the current when we change the color of the LEDs. It'll be interesting to see how much power this uses. I calculate that we've got about 3 meters of tape here. So if my calculation is right, it should be a maximum of 1.25 amps. Right, so let's plug it in and see that it all works. And yeah, it all seems to be on. Doesn't look like very much here now. Don't know if you can see different colors. Right, so, and at the minute we've got 0.08 of an amp. So let's try and increase the brightness and see what happens. Okay, I think that's maximum brightness, and we're now running at 1 amp. So if I reduce the brightness, so at the minute, the way it's set up, it seems the maximum current is 1 amp, which is well within all the wiring I've got here. This wiring can take many times more than that. Let's try changing the colour. So if I've got this right, this should be cool. Yep, so they're all blue. And if I turn warm white on, there we go, warm white. So what I'm going to do is make some epoxy glue up that I can put on the soldered terminals that I've done. This is to provide some electrical insulation, just to stop anything from making an electrical short circuit, or if the wires come off the solder joints for some reason, and perhaps they get pulled or something, they won't then cross over and short circuit. So here we go. It's very runny, but this is fast drying epoxy, apparently. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think that's actually going to work quite well. Right, so what I'd like to do now is cut a groove about the depth of this tape into the side of this piece of wood, so that I can try this under the stairs and see what the LEDs will look like if they were recessed into the back of the shelves. If this works, then I'll cut a groove in all the shelves. What I'm a bit worried about is whether there'll be sufficient light coming out. I'm just not sure whether if you bury the LED tape inside this piece of wood with a slot, whether enough light will come out to really be worthwhile doing. Anyway, let's see what happens with this. Right, I've cut this the depth that I want now, and looks like it's very tight fit for the cable, but that's what you want because it'll just hold itself in place, and it's deep enough for the LED strips. There's glue on the bottom of the strips to fix to the wood once this is in place. Here's the test rig with the LEDs in the wooden slot, and that seems to work really well. So I think it looks much better than just having the LEDs taped to the back of the shelf. So I think the next step is to cut some slots in the shelves, and then we're all set to finish this off, I think. There we are, the LED lighting now is complete under the stairs, all wired in and ready for the electricians to come in and check it over, connect it into the main lighting circuit. It's currently on a 3-pin UK plug, just to show that everything works. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye then.